Howdy everyone, Desert Horizons here, AZ Off-Grid Unplugged RV Ranch. There's my home, my off-grid home for now. This one's going to be about what I had to give up or sacrifice to be able to move here, move off-grid, live this lifestyle. I had to give up a bunch of stuff, starting about 10 years ago roughly. I started having to whittle away stuff, listening to Dave Ramsey talk about how to become debt-free. And I had to eliminate a bunch of debts before I could do this. The reason I'm doing it now is because August 24th is coming up here shortly. Should be the day after I release this, not positive on that. But I'll explain later why that's important to this whole story. It's going to go back a few years. Living the dream. Okay, it started when I was married at the time, had a nice big house with nice big payments, 2 new vehicles. My vehicle I used for my hotshot trucking company. I was an owner-operator driving all over the country. That was where I first heard of Dave Ramsey, when I was driving around the country listening to the radio at night. He showed me a step-by-step plan to live debt-free. But I was making good money, so it was no rush. We implemented his procedures, so we were both working towards achieving that goal. And then the economy took a dump in 2008. Truckers feel it first because we don't have anything to haul. So I sold the company with the truck and the trailer and bought a car, a 2009 Dodge Challenger. That was almost a spitting image of the car that I had bought August 24th, 1976, a 72 CUDA 340 that I put over $15,000 into, making at the time $3 an hour, to make it into a street machine. Finances forced me to sell that car in 1984, and I'd always regretted it and always been hoping and wishing that they would come out with something like that, but they never did. But then they finally came out with the Challenger in 2008. So I tried to set the Challenger to look just like my CUDA. Then 2010 came, and I got divorced after moving back to Tucson at age 52, when again I was wiped out financially. The first time was in 1990, when everything I owned was stolen out of my apartment and out of my storage shed when I'd gone up to Gunnison, Colorado to visit some family. But I held on to the Challenger until May of 2013 at the age of 55. I could do the math. There was no way I was going to be able to work enough, make enough, to have a good savings for retirement. I used the proceeds of selling the Challenger to buy the Cherokee in 2013, and in 2014 I bought this property with the idea of finding something to live in where I wouldn't have to pay rent. Rent in even the cheapest apartment would eat up over half of my Social Security. I tried to set the Challenger up to look just like my CUDA. These pictures were taken 29 years apart, same place, roughly the same time of day. The CUDA picture was taken in 1981. The Challenger picture was taken in 2010, right after I moved back. But I can't forget to include on the list of things I gave up to live out here. Sounds. Sounds of trains, of police cars, of ambulances, of fire trucks, and more importantly, alarm clocks. But I also had to give up my 1,000 watt home entertainment surround sound system because I just couldn't get enough solar panels to power something like that.